All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cole. I just wanted to give a quick disclaimer right at the start here and say that everything we do is completely unscripted. And so if the conversation starts to feel like it's going off the walls a little bit, that's kind of the point. Jason and I just try to have real conversations about things that actually matter, and we dig into why we do what we do in order to find genuine joy and success in this life. Um, Not everything we talk about will be faith based, but it's a big part of who we are, and so it'll come up time and time again. We believe that everyone has a light to offer this world, and if you find something here that helps you, please pay it forward, share it with somebody. That's the spirit of Light Anchor, and that's where our passion lies. Let's make the world a brighter place, and let's get better together. Hope you enjoy.
Said, where it's like I don't hate the hard parts of my life. I don't despise those. Like I don't like I think about all the time where I'm like, oh, I should be done with school by now. Like the
Yeah,
the unoptimized parts. I feel like nowadays we try to optimize everything. And the whole reason I'm okay with my failures, I'm okay with all these things. Like the only reason is the atonement. Like Christ is like, this is how you do it.
yeah,
And you can try to be like me every day. You want to know why? Because yesterday doesn't determine your future. But that's what's compelling for me about the atonement. And like Jesus died for my sins and took upon my sins. So I can repent and be better. Why that's so important to me and why that's my hope throughout the day
that's the biggest part of it.
is
We haven't even
is
talked
because
about it
if I
yet.
didn't have that, then I'm like with people who are like, well, what's the point? Well, I'm right there with you. I don't know. I don't know what's the point if I can't fix my mistakes in the past because then I'm done. Like I might as well quit.
Yeah,
But that's why I'm okay with the failure. That's why not that I'm happy about it. I mean, I'm happy the way I am. I like who I am as a person and I hope to grow more, but I wouldn't change my past because I'm grateful for where it led me.
right.
That doesn't mean I love the bad parts. There's a
But
bunch
you had
of
to choose to make the most of it.
yeah. And so it's like I'm okay with all that because Christ let me be better today. He let me try again completely from scratch.
Right.
And if you don't have that, then it's like, well, that one time you made a really big mistake, then that actually does define you. And that's what's interesting for me with not like respect other religions, respect other things. And the truth is I don't understand like maybe other religions like have aspects like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'd venture to say a lot of them are doing the best they can. A lot of
Yes,
them are trying.
there's not malintent. I don't
Right.
think there's malintent
Right. Yeah.
generally.
Right.
I mean, like you might get into littler sex and it gets
Things
questionable,
vary a
but
little bit, but yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I don't think that's the point. It's like the point is like is exactly what you brought up, and we hadn't even gotten to it yet. It's the fact that it's the atonement, right? It's like I failed today. I want to be better, and it's like without Jesus Christ and without that anchor of He paid the price, so I don't have to. It's like you said. It's like, dude, your hope is like where's hope in that? Because it's like, dude, if I don't believe in Jesus, then like essentially, like what's the point of this life? Like in the eternal sense. It's like we're here and we make relationships. And it's like this is not to say that people who don't believe is like, oh, they're terrible people or oh, they don't care about anything.
no,
It's like
that's not the point.
absolutely not. There are amazing people everywhere, regardless. I don't care who, like where they
Regardless
came
of
from,
faith.
like who they are, their family, their race,
Well,
like any of that.
I also feel like an important distinction is quality of people and faith are totally different.
Dude, yeah.
Those are two completely different categories. It's like
Right.
I don't care like what faith you're associated with. That doesn't mean you're a good person to me.
Sure.
Like to me, your faith association means doesn't tell me anything about you. It
Yeah.
tells me some general principles that you believe. Outside of that, like I don't know how closely you follow to those, or not even follow to them. Strive to follow them,
Right.
because
Yeah.
quite frankly, I don't care how closely you follow to them.
Yeah.
It's the gumption and the determination in which you try.
Right.
Like that's what matters to me. I could care
It's
less
action.
about how close you are. Yeah.
It's action, right? It's like, I mean, it's similar to what we were talking about earlier. It's like, dude, unless you actually do something about what you say, then your words mean nothing, you know?
Well, they're not true.
Well,
Like you
yeah,
don't believe them because I don't know how many people it's like, are you going to take advice from somebody who's never taken chemistry and then they're trying to tell you all about chemistry, but they haven't put the work in to learn it.
sure.
It's like I wouldn't, and that's not it's a weird dichotomy of like action and then what you actually believe. Because it's like there's sometimes that I really do believe things, but I act in a different way. The truth is that that's the level of belief
Right.
where obviously in that thing, my level of belief is not strong, or else my actions would align in that, you know? Because there's different levels of belief. There's the I know this is true, acknowledgement of the truth, and then there's living it. And
Right.
those are two different spots. It's like that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
there's those are two different degrees.
It takes a conviction to actually do something about what you believe, if that makes sense. It's like I can say I believe in Jesus all I want, but until I actually do something that breeds fruit to that belief, it's me just saying it.
Yeah.
It's like
People could say anything.
right, right. Faith is what you do. It's like the Greek word for faith in the New Testament is pistis, which is synonymous to allegiance. It's like, I'm allegiant to Christ, so therefore I keep the commandments. I'm allegiant to Christ, so therefore I love my neighbor as myself. I'm allegiant to Christ, so therefore I'm a peacemaker. You know? And it's like we can dig farther and farther and farther into these messages found in the scriptures. And it's like, for me, I buy into them because of what they do for me. You know? It's like I think a lot of people might get hung up on this stuff because like maybe I'm told something and the person telling me that is not doing it themselves. And so therefore it's easy for me to discount it, or maybe not just give it the due diligence that it deserves. And so I just think if we as a human family would just I think if we lived the messages found in the gospel, I think we'd be better. I really do. And that's the ultimate reason why, right? Is because not only because of what I've seen in myself, but people that I know that do these things. It's like, dude, there are people that I know will be there for me. People that I know um I can rely on, right? It's like my family. When I was growing up, we weren't the perfect family by any means, but my mom and my dad did a great job in instilling in us. They did a great job in explaining why they do what they do. And it's like I said, when the rubber meets the road and when times get tough, you have to decide, what do I believe? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? You know? And I don't know where I'd be without it. Without the message of the gospel, of the hope of the atonement, the fact that I don't have to be perfect because I believe in a God who was perfect. I believe that he paid the price for me. And it just takes a belief and a faith and action on my part in order for all the negativity of this life to go away. It's like, dude, isn't that what we all want?